All right, YouTube. Well, I guess we're going to start off with a little updated prep guide here. So, number one biggest change from last time, you guys know you always do bounty prep. This time around, we're not going to save any gunsmith bounties. So since I made my first one, Bungie said that they are going to be getting rid of some of the gunsmith bounties. They didn't say which. There are enough bounties that you can get other than that to completely fill the gaps, no problem. So if you want to be safe, literally just don't save gunsmith bounties. If you want to take that risk, that's totally up to you, but some of them will be disappearing and we don't know which ones. You are safe to save anything. I still need to get clan bounties done. If you're in a clan, would highly recommend that. All your crucible bounties and all your Vanguard bounties. Friendly reminder, your weeklies are worth 12,000, your dailies are worth 6,000, and repeatables are worth 4,000. So prioritize those dailies and weeklies as much as you can. Weeklies are harder to come by, but you can still get them. Cosmodrome from Shahan, he's got 2 of them that you can pick up. Also got some dailies. They're good to save from there. You could get the dailies from the EDZ, from Devram. You'll be able to save the dailies from Nessus. Europa has weeklies and dailies as well. I think he's got 3. Is it, Chad? Is it 3 or 4 weeklies? It's one of the 2. So if you want to get all of them, you have to start doing it this week because they'll start rotating. There's only 1 a week that you can get. Besides that, for bounties, you can save the moon ones too. Those have, Eris has got a couple weeklies. You can save those dailies. And then you also have the lectern ones that you can grab their weeklies and dailies there. Other than that, you don't want to save Dreaming City because those bounties have never awarded the normal regular XP that normal bounties do, so don't save those. The Tangled Shore is going away, so you won't be able to save those bounties at all. As far as I understand, you will be able to save Zur bounties if you really want to. I'm not going to take a risk on that. But one thing that I would like to mention that has changed is I'm going to start stacking these Zur boxes. When you open these, you have a chance to get blue items that will help you hit the Delta cap in Witch Queen. So one thing that Bungie came out saying is that your leveling right now doesn't matter. So when Witch Queen drops, everybody is going to be 1350, whether you're new or old to the game, whether you like it or not. Okay, listen, that's a topic for another day. You're going to want to save these boxes. So between 1350 and 1500, that's all your blue leveling. So if you save a ton of these boxes, you might just be able to hit that in one rip. I'm not guaranteeing that, but it's something to try. I don't see any problem in not trying it. Again, this is a prep guide for people to get ready for that day 1 raid race aspect, whether you're going for world's first or just trying to get that day 1 clear. So I'm going to start stacking as many of these as I possibly can. I don't think there's a limit on them. So literally, bro, just stack them up as much as you possibly can. These also do give XP. So this will help you level up your season pass. So it also is kind of like bounty prepping. You could save trials bounties if you want to, as far as I understand. So for those who don't know, again, if you're just discovering these prep guides for the first time, this 63 number is shared between your quests and your bounties. So if you have a lot of quests, try and get rid of those. You're going to want to try and save as many bounties as you can. I might do 62 and not 63 just to save space, just in case you get any quests off the rip so nothing bugs. So those are the biggest changes as far as the prep guide goes. Other than that, it's just really coming up with whatever weapons and loadouts that you want to use. YouTube, sorry, little rework here. Listen, we don't like playing Gambit anyways. I know most of you guys aren't going to save Gambit bounties, so it's going to be similar to the gunsmith thing, where certain bounties are going to be disappearing, so it's probably in your best interest to not save any of these if you don't want the take the chance of them disappearing at all. Another thing you don't want to save is any seasonal bounties. Any bounties from this thing, or pretty much anything in the helm. But you still, bro, you have so many bounties to fill those slots, it shouldn't be a worry at all, and they're all really simple, whether it's from any of the sources that I mentioned. Keep it a stack with you guys. Literally just go to Spider. If you have legendary shards, just buy materials. Like maybe 1,000 of each will be fine. It just depends, because these could be used for weapon crafting. We don't really know how that's going to work yet. For me personally, going overboard for no actual reason, I'm aiming for 15,000 of each material. Better to spend my 50,000 legendary shards on. Have a good amount of legendary shards ready. A good amount of each material, whether it's 1,000 or if you want to save 15,000. Or enhancement cores are still going to be extremely important. Since gunsmith materials are going away, you don't have to save those anymore. So Spider's exchange for materials is moving over to Master Raoul here. So you'll literally just be able to walk up to this guy and he'll have the exchange for whatever material you want. It's like 1 legendary shard to 5 of whatever material he's selling. If you need to prioritize one or the other, do legendary shards because you can buy materials at any point. It's just not guaranteed to be the one that you might need. So this is a material from a planet that's been gone for over a year. I can still go exchange this for 10,000 glimmer. There's no point for me to delete this. So whenever I need glimmer, I mean, yeah, it's more expensive than the ones that are in the game, but since I still have that material, there's no point for me to just get rid of it. So since Etheric Spiral will be going away, since this planet is disappearing, I assume that Master Raoul will have the same exchange as this. And this applies for all materials and planets that are gone. Another big thing on your list, again, just get as many materials as you can for the ones that are staying, aka planetary materials, enhancement cores, and they're getting rid of mod components, right? Yeah, okay, so you don't need to save mod components anymore. That's right, because mods will be sold for glimmer and shards. This is one of, I mean, a few ways you could save glimmer in your vault. If you're wondering why I have an excessive amount of this ship, what you do is you go to your collections, you go to wherever the ships are at. This one's a season 3. I'll show you some alternatives to this as well. So 7,500 glimmer, 5 legendary shards. Purchase, you go to delete it. You get 5,000 glimmer and all your legendary shards back. So it's a net loss of 2,500 glimmer every ship, but that allows you to put as many of those as you want in your vault. You could save 1,000,000 glimmer in your vault if you really wanted to, without losing any legendary shards. If you don't have that ship, alternatively, what you can do is you can go to season 3 of the Sparrow. You can still get this by doing Vanguard strikes, by the way. You can get this other side Sparrow. I'm pretty sure you just do strikes and you'll get it. Same exact thing. You net loss of 2,500 glimmer for everyone that you store, but you get all your legendary shards back. Pretty much save glimmer in your vault with any other ship or Sparrow in collections here, but you will be losing legendary shards. So if you don't want to lose any legendary shards, you either save the other side Sparrow, which you can still get, or just for the looks of it, I like the ship. If you guys want to, you can save Umbrals because we'll be getting new focuses on Umbrals and that whole system will be moving to Raoul. So it might be in your best interest to maybe save some of these for new potential weapons coming out in the new season. Totally up to you. You'll get Umbrals regardless, but just an additional. All right, so if you didn't know, there's a limit of 10 Ascendant Shards in your inventory and 10 in your Postmaster. The only way you can save them beyond that is by masterworking exotics. So for a visual aspect, when I go into my vault and I need an Ascendant Shard, you know how easy it is for me to go in and go, oh, I know what these Aeons are for. That's why I have all these Aeons, and this was before they buffed them and actually made them good. So it's kind of funny now that they're good. It's kind of ironic. Whenever I go into to my vault and I need an Ascendant Shard, all I have to do is delete one of these Aeon Swifts. You get an Ascendant Shard back and 2 Enhancement Prisms. It kind of sucks because you have to put 3 Ascendant Shards in to masterwork it to get 1 back, but that is one way that you can store Ascendant Shard, or the only way you can store Ascendant Shards in your vault. You could choose any exotic to masterwork if you want. I just prefer the Aeons because I know what they're for. If your Postmaster is overflowing with Ascendant Shards, grab whatever exotic you want out of collections, start masterworking them, and throw them in your vault. Ascendant Shard storage, easy as that, because you're probably going to need it in Witch Queen with all the new armor and stuff. So the biggest thing, honestly, is just for weapon prep, categorically having weapons of each archetype that are good, that feel good to you. So I like to have a rapid fire sniper, a slower firing sniper, burst damage versus sustained damage. More damage over a longer period of time. One is short damage in a shorter amount of time. Again, if YouTube, if you're interested, we have a video like doing a full vault breakdown already, but biggest thing, get all the exotics that you don't have already. One thing that I cannot recommend enough for hard content is things like Wither Horde, special grenade launchers that have blinding grenades on them. Blinding grenades are still broken and they haven't been nerfed somehow. Having a good Aikilos SMG is top priority. You're going to want to have a rapid fire sniper. And then just swords and rockets. The heavies is probably the most important part, to be honest. Good sword, good linear fusion, good rockets, whether it's Galahorn or lasting impression or clusters. Still think machine guns are kind of bad compared to where they need to be at. Other than that, it's just getting together whatever good exotics you want, and armor build. As far as endgame content on day 1 goes, any sort of build revolving around Protective Light is going to be your go-to. This is the most broken Charge with Light mod in the game. You don't know, when you go into Red Bar, you literally become the Jesus Christ of Destiny 2. Since taking charge is kind of getting an indirect nerf with the orb change, I've been trying out this this overcharged well maker build. So every time I make a finisher, it creates 2 elemental wells, and then every time I pick up an elemental well, wait, do I not have the perk on for this? Am I stupid? Elemental charge. So literally when you walk over one of those elemental wells, you become charged with light. Easiest way to do it, in my opinion, if you're going to use an elemental well build. Backup plan, what I've always ran for years, is what I always have is just Protective Light and taking charge. Whenever you pick up an orb of power, orb of light, whatever you want to call it, you become charged with light. Easiest way to get Protective Light going. And if you're in a fighter team, you're going to be making orbs left and right, so you can do that if you want. Otherwise, experiment with some other Charge with Light options. Just make sure you have Protective Light. If you don't have it, Ada1 sells it on rotation every so many days. It's not a set amount, but like on certain days, she will sell it. So just check her inventory every day to see if she's selling it. I could sit here and preach to you all these builds that I think are going to be good in Witch Queen, but then the patch notes day of could change everything, and that just flips upside down. The best way to figure that kind of stuff out is just to like play day 1 yourself, or if you want to come hang out in the stream, I'll be streaming Witch Queen as soon as it launches, twitch.tv/Sweatcicle. I stream every day, you know. Come hang out, say hello, and I'll be trying to, again, update these prep guides as stuff goes along and we hear changes as we go along here. Yeah, man, I don't want to boil things down without more details on the changes that are coming. So I hope that provides like a good overview of things that you can kind of sink your teeth into and get ready here. So again, leveling isn't important. Everybody's going to be on the same baseline no matter where you're at right now when Witch Queen drops. Get whatever weapons you think. Cannot stress enough how important special grenade launcher with blinding nades on it are. They're absolutely broken. Your materials, get those stocked up, whether it's planetary materials, enhancement cores, ascendant shards, getting that glimmer storage in your vault and ascendant shard storage if you have the time to do that, or if you have an overflow in your postmaster. Again, just making sure you're saving the right bounties of all the ones that I mentioned, and save as many of these as you can. This could literally be the gold mine to take you from 1350 to 1500 in like 4 seconds. We'll see how it plays out. Bungie could be ahead on that. Maybe they'll nerf it before Witch Queen. We don't really know. But as it stands right now, I would save these. I will update you guys on any future Witch Queen prep stuff. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to... I don't need to preach that. Just sub to the YouTube and come check us out on Twitch. Come hang out with us. Lots of live Destiny every day. So thank you guys for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys next time.